welcome to Ascent Studios yoga, online yoga, or welcome back to Ascent Studios online yoga. My name is Josie. I'm going to be carrying you through an hour of Vinyasa today. Today's sequence is going to be very flowy. It's going to be challenging, so try to follow along the best of your abilities. Always take any modifications that you might need. I don't think we're going to need any kind of props today. If there's anything that you usually like to have near you while you practice yoga, that's always welcome. If you want to listen to my music, you can find me on SoundCloud. My username is Josephine Lopez with 2 Z's, and there are some playlists there for you to jam out to. But other than that, our focus today is really just going to be about getting lost in our movement and in our bodies and in the sensations that we are going to be feeling throughout this sequence. So when we kind of get into it, I will demo the main sequence kind of chunk that we'll be doing because it is a little bit tricky, but you'll get the hang of it, and we'll be doing it repeatedly, so by the end it'll be easy for you. As always, we're going to start by grounding down in your space, so find a comfortable seat wherever you are. Crisscross applesauce, legs out long. You can always find a seat on a block or a pillow. You can sit on your knees. Any kind of space where you feel like you can remain still for a few moments. And then maybe close your eyes. And then just really start to tune in to your body. Not allowing any distractions from your surrounding area to interrupt the focus that is happening here on your mat. And you're noticing all those little tingling sensations. Focus everywhere that your body is pressing into the mat. So notice the sides of your feet, your shins, your knees, your sit bones. If you're in that crisscross applesauce, maybe if you're on your knees, then you're noticing your knees, your shins. From here, really ground down into your sit bones. Grow just a little taller with your inhale. Keeping your hands on your knees if they're not already there. On a breath in, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Breath out, roll them back and down your spine. Inhale, shoulders draw up. Exhale, roll them back and down. One more time, inhale and exhale. Your next breath in, slowly blink your eyes open if they are not already there. And we'll go ahead and move through our breathing, our pranayama. We'll do Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. If you've never done it before, I will walk you through it, so don't worry. You have 2 options for your hand position. Your first option is going to be to take your first 2 fingers down to your palm. You're going to be blocking off your right nostril with your thumb and your left nostril with your ring finger. Second option is to take those same 2 fingers up to your forehead. You'll still be blocking off right nostril with thumb and then the left nostril with the ring finger. So what's going to happen is we'll start by blocking off the right side. We'll inhale through the left for a count of 5, and then we'll exhale right for a count of 5. Inhale right, exhale left, so on and so forth. The purpose of this is to just teach you how to control your breath. So really focus on allowing your lung capacity to last for a full 5-second inhale, and then you'll have to control a slow 5-second exhale. The other purpose of this is to kind of even out your energy channels and just make you feel really centered and grounded and prepared for practice, both in mind and body. Another thing to really focus on once we start moving through this breath work is to remain tall in your seat. It's really easy to kind of start to fall into a slouch when you're so focused on your fingers and your breath. So wherever you are, sit up nice and tall. Pick whichever hand position you want and bring it down to your knee. You're going to take a deep breath in through your nose, out your mouth. Another deep breath in through your nose. And out your nose. Block off your right nostril and inhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Come to that natural breath. Notice any difference in your breath that may have made, or any difference in how you might be feeling. From here, just take a moment to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. So sealing your lips, you'll start to move your inhales and exhales through your nose like you just were, but using both nostrils. The difference with Ujjayi breath compared to the last breath that we were doing is that you will engage the muscles at the back of your throat as you exhale. Using the same muscles you would use to whisper, like I said. So one of my favorite ways to kind of describe this is to imagine you're trying to clean off a pair of glasses. So you're making that sound. You're blowing hot air out of your mouth is what's happening to create the fog. So same exact idea, but you're sealing your lips. You're still making that sound at the back of your throat, but instead you're pushing the air out of your nose. What this does is it creates a heat throughout your body since you're retaining that air, that heat, and it'll help you in practice. So go ahead and start to cultivate that breath. It'll be audible. And then take a moment just to set an intention, dedication, or a purpose for your practice, whether that be you, someone else, or something. Whatever that idea is, allow it to carry you through this next hour of movement. From here, we're going to start to move right away, come into a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to go through those few cat-cows just to warm up the spine. On an inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts up towards the ceiling, tailbone lifts. On an exhale, round through your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, press the mat away from you. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, spine rounds, chin tucks. You're going to move through this a few more times at your own pace, using your own breath. And finding any other movement here that feels good for you. Maybe some big C curves, maybe some barrel rolls. Doesn't necessarily have to be a yoga position. Anything you need here is fine, but use your breath to carry your movement and even out through your left and your right side. Two more breaths here. Inhale, return to that neutral spine. From here, you're going to take right leg long, left leg long, or right leg, left arm long. So engage your right foot, whether you have it flexed or pointed is up to you. Your gaze is straight down. Keep the length in your neck. Activate through your core here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your left arm straight out next to you. Right leg kicks out right next to you. Flexing your foot. Feel that through your glute and your hip abductor just for a second. Take a breath in, breath out, place it down, sink your hips back, kind of in this one-legged child's pose. Your right toes can stay glued onto the mat, or they can flex up towards the ceiling, whichever is comfortable for you. On an inhale, start to walk your hands back towards your sit bones. You're going to come up onto the left knee. Right foot is planted on the mat. Take your right hand along your right thigh and inhale your left arm high. Grow tall through the left side body. Then on an exhale, bend over to the right. Side body stretch on the left side. So it looks like this. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, make your way back into that tabletop position. So same exact thing, but we'll do the other side. So right arm, left leg, go long. Again, activate that left foot. Whatever you want it to do is up to you. Gaze is straight down. Squeezing through your core. Take another inhale. Exhale, right arm comes out next to you. Left leg kicks out, flexing your left foot. Feeling your glute, your hip abductor just for an inhale. Exhale, drop it down, sink your hips back into that one-legged child's pose. Again, your toes can stay on the mat or they can flex up towards the ceiling. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, start to walk your hands back towards your sit bones and then come up onto your right knee. Same exact thing here. Left hand comes down to the left thigh and then inhale, right arm comes high. Grow really tall through that right side body. Then on an exhale, you can bend over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, come back into that tabletop position. From here, start to curl over your toes, send your hips high into a down dog. You can paddle out the feet a little bit. And then from here, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, your back is going to stay flat. Chest still presses towards your feet. You're going to take a big bend in the knee, crouching tiger. Take an inhale. Exhale, shoot forward, high plank. Another breath in. Breath out, hips come high. Downward facing dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, deep bend in the knee. Breath in. Breath out, shoot forward, high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, hips come high. Good, 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, bending the knee, breath in. Breath out, shoot forward, high plank, inhale. Exhale, hips come high. From here, come up onto your tippy toes. Then exhale, drive your heels down closer to the mat. Hold for a breath here. Inhale, back onto your tiptoes. You're gonna tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat. Then lower your heels down, forward fold. Finding spine decompression, big bend in the knees, head hangs heavy, crown of the head. Rest straight down towards the mat. Pinkies can hang in opposite crooks of your elbows, or maybe interlace your fingers, place them behind your head for some more traction on your spine. Movement here is fine. Stillness is always okay. From here, inhale, half lift, fingertips come to shins, squeezing your shoulder blades together, nice flat back. Your gaze is still straight down in front of you, keeping that long, nice spine. Take a breath in, breath out, forward fold. From here, we're gonna rise up, but really think about pressing into your feet so that this is more about using your core than anything. We're gonna inhale, rise up, flat back, hinging at the hips, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to take 2 or 3 more of those kind of half sun salutations. So again, really think about pressing into your feet, sending your hips forward as you rise up, just hinging at the hips, using your core, nice flat back. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, dive down, hinge at the hips, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take that 1 more time. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. From here, inhale, hands come down, feet go back, high plank. So holding here for a moment. We're gonna create that muscle memory that we'll come back to every single time. So really imagine squeezing your thumbs towards midline, slight bend in the elbow so your arms are active, puffing up the space between your shoulder blades so shoulders don't sag down. Hips are in line with the shoulders. Squeeze through your quads, squeeze through your hamstrings, drive the backs of your knees up towards the ceiling. Gaze is straight down, length through your neck. Take an inhale, hold for the exhale. Inhale, rock forward just an inch. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat, nice and slow. Good, from here, uncurl the toes, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. We're gonna take 3 rolling cobras, not using your hands, just focusing on engaging the muscles along each side of your spine. On an inhale, squeezing through the back, you'll roll up. Exhale, come down. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Hands are underneath your shoulders. You're gonna flip your toes over so that they're planted into the mat, and then from here, activate your legs. So your thighs and your knees, your shins are lifted up off of the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, reverse this, coming up to a high plank. Take a breath in, breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, drive your heels down closer to the mat. From here, you can hang out in your down dog just for a second and watch me, or maybe find a seat and watch me. I'm just gonna demo the kind of core of the flow that we're gonna move into. Like I said, it's got some kind of tricky transitions, so I just wanna show you one time what it's gonna look like. I'll be adding on stuff and taking away stuff, but this is kind of the main chunk. So we'll start in an acropada. You'll come into a crescent lunge with airplane arms. You'll rise up for a full crescent, then come into a warrior 2. From warrior 2, you'll take a skandasana. From skandasana, you'll come into a lunge twist. From your lunge twist, you'll come to a side plank. From side plank, you're coming into a high plank, keeping the knee lifted to elbow. From there, you're gonna kick your foot out. I know this seems like a lot, it'll be easy, trust me. And then we did this transition in a class back or 2, stepping all the way to the top of the mat, and then rising up. From here, you're on the other side, and we'll move through the other side. Wherever you are, come back to that downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, drive your heels down closer to the mat. Inhale, back to tiptoes. Tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat, holding on your tiptoes when you get there just for a second. Then exhale, slowly lower your heels down. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, your right foot stays planted. Inhale, left knee up, Ekapada Tadasana. Left knee comes to 90. Left foot is flexed. Arms reach high. Send your shoulders away from your ears. So we'll move through this flow, kind of slow the first couple times, and then we'll start to move breath to movement. Take an inhale. Exhale, really nice and slow. Crescent plane. Make your left foot silent. Once your left foot lands, inhale, full crescent lunge. From here, find your alignment. Make sure right knee is over right ankle, up on left toe. Squeeze through your left leg, your left hamstring, and your quad. Really drive the back of your knee up towards the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips, arms reach high. From here, right hand comes down to your right hip crease. Inhale, grow tall through your left side body. Then exhale, bend over to the left, crossing left elbow over right knee. And then you can stack elbows directly on top of one another from there. Inhale, rise back up. Full crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Back foot turns. Hips are open towards the side. So front knee is still at 90, ankle over, or knee over ankle. Pull your shoulders on top of your hips. Arms go out long, reaching through your fingertips. Pressing the pinky edge of your left foot down into the mat. Everything is active here. Inhale, lengthen through the right leg. From here, you're gonna send your hips out left as you reach as far forward first as you can. Then from there, just your arms are moving. So you stay lifted up out of your right side body. And then again, you're finding lots of length along your left side body as well. Triangle pose. So in triangle pose, everything is in one plane of alignment. So what I mean by that is what I will often see is people's hips kind of kick out as their chest leans forward. So you want everything in one line. Hips, shoulders, legs. So really think about peeling your left hip behind you as you send your right hip forward. Inhale, reverse triangle. Legs stay the same, just your arms are moving. Little side body stretch on the right side. Then exhale, rebend the right knee, warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale, Skandasana towards the back of your mat into your left leg. So right toes lift up off the mat. You're up on your left toes. Hands can stay at heart center, or you can take them down to the mat. Crawl them forward a few inches. Find that restorative posture. From here, you can challenge your balance, or you can use your hands along the mat to come into that lunge twist. So using your core, start to transfer weight into right leg. Left hand plants on the mat, up on your left toe. Right arm comes high. Lunge twist. Okay, from here, we're coming into a side plank on the left side. Grounding down in your left hand, roll onto the edge of your left foot, and then place right foot on top of left. You have option to kick right foot under, over, drop down onto left knee, or extra challenge is to keep the right knee lifted. From here, inhale, high plank, keep the right leg lifted, pull the right knee towards the right elbow. From here, you're kicking the right foot all the way across to the left side of your mat. So you should feel this stretch in your right IT band. Think about pressing your hips kind of up and back to intensify that stretch. From here, come out of that stretch just a little bit. Really press into your right foot. Press into both hands. You're going to lift your left toes. Come all the way to the top of your mat with your left foot, and then straighten out the left leg. So it'll look like this from the front. Your right foot is kicked out, and your left foot is in front of you. So you should feel this now on the left IT band. From here, press into your left foot. Pick a spot to keep your gaze. Breathe in, start to rise up. Akapada Tadasana on the right side. Good, find your balance. We're on the other side now, so you did it one time through. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Crescent lunge with airplane arms, right foot is silent. Inhale, full crescent. Find the alignment here, so up on your right toe, left knee over ankle, squeeze through the right leg. Arms reach high, shoulders move down your spine. Taking left hand into your left hip crease. Inhale, grow tall through your right side body. Then exhale, twist right elbow over left knee. Then you can stack elbows directly on top of one another. From here, check engagement through the right leg. Squeeze through your hamstrings, squeeze through your quad. Rise up, breath in, full crescent lunge. Hold for your breath out. Take an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back foot open. Arms come out long. Pull your shoulders over line with your hips. Deep bend in the left knee. Driving the pinky edge of your right foot down into the mat. Everything is active. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. Send your hips right as you reach as far forward left with your hand. Then just your hands are moving. Triangle pose. This is a good spot to rest your hand on something. I forgot to say that on the other side. But again, you're staying lifted out of your left side body and lengthening through the right side body. Pulling everything into midline. Inhale, reverse triangle. Legs stay the same, just your arms are moving. Side body stretch on the left side, so pull your left shoulder in front of you. Breath in, breath out. Sink into that left knee, warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale, Skandasana towards the back of your mat. On your right toes this time, left toes flex up towards the ceiling. Again, hands can stay at heart center. You can take your fingers to the mat, curl them forward. Wherever you are, just squeeze through your quad so that your knee is not locked out. From here, same transition. You can use your hands for support or keep them at heart center. Use your core, your legs, your balance. Breathe in, start to send weight into your left leg. Right hand plants on the mat, up on your right toe. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling, lunge twist. From here, coming into side plank on the right side. So rolling over onto the side of your right foot, lifting your left knee maybe, or stacking left foot on top of right, whatever you need here. Any variation is fine. Inhale into a high plank, keep the left knee lifted, pull it into your left elbow. Then exhale, kick the left foot out to the right. So we're pushing our hips up and back, feeling that stretch along the left IT band. And then from here, coming out of the stretch just a little bit, pressing into left foot in both hands. Right foot comes up off the mat. Right foot comes all the way to the top of the mat, and then slowly lengthen through the right leg. So this time you should feel that stretch on the right IT band. Press into your right foot. Rise all the way up, Ekapada Tadasana. Breath in, breath out, Tadasana. Place the left foot down. Take an inhale, and then exhale. 2 more breaths just like that. Good, from here, we're gonna come into a balancing posture. So we're gonna come into eagle just at the top of your mat on both sides. And then we're gonna do that flow again, this time breath to movement. So first, moving into eagle. So you'll start on your left leg. So all of your weight comes into your left foot. Maybe lift all 5 toes off the mat, place them down one at a time. Pick somewhere to keep your gaze, your drishti. So whether that's on the floor or the wall, whatever you choose, just make sure it's not something that moves. If you keep your eyes locked on that one thing, it's gonna help you keep your balance. From here, you have a couple options. Right leg can cross over just for a kickstand. You can cross your knees to wrap once, or you can wrap twice by pulling your right foot behind your left calf. Whatever you choose is just fine. For eagle arms, you'll take your right arm under your left. If you have a lot of tightness in your shoulders, maybe just reach for opposite shoulders. Lift your elbows up and you should feel that in your right shoulder. If you have the flexibility, you can reach for backs of the hands or maybe come into that full double wrap in full eagle arms. For this one, you're lifting your elbows up and away from your face to feel that in your left shoulder. If you are in this double wrap, pull your knees into midline. They tend to splay out to the left. Everything is pulling in towards your belly button. From here, we're all going to start to nest our eagles. So start to slowly pull your elbows down towards your knees, hinging at your hips, kind of bending into your knees a little bit. Breathe. Inhale, slowly come out of this with control. Unwind your arms, unwind your legs, shake it out. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So taking weight into right foot, maybe lifting toes off the mat, placing them down, just noticing where my foot is pressing into the mat. Same three options here. Try to find the same variation that you did on the other side, but don't force anything. So you can kickstand by crossing left foot over, resting it on the mat. You can wrap once, or you can wrap twice. This time we're taking left arm under right for eagle arms. And again, you're lifting your elbows up and away from your face to feel this in your right shoulder. Pull your knees in towards midline. They will try to go out to the right this time. And then find your breath. From here, you're coming into that same nested eagle variation, drawing your elbows down towards your knees, hinging at your hips, kind of bending into your knees. Your next inhale, start to slowly come back up with control. Unwind your arms, unwind your legs, shake it out. All right, grab a drink of water, whatever you need to do. We're gonna go through our flow. Maybe twice on both sides. We'll see where we're at for time once we do it once through on each side. This time we're gonna go breath to movement. You know for the most part where you're going, but I'll be doing it with you at the same time. And then we'll be taking out the little section in there where we were doing our twist and our triangle. So it's really just gonna be very flowy, breath to movement. I don't want you to think too much about it and just kind of get lost in your body. So from the top of your mat, inhale, right knee comes up, Ekapada Tadasana. Exhale, crescent plank. Inhale, full crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, lunge twist. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, crossing under. Exhale all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, rising up, left side. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, full crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, lunge twist. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, cross under. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up. You guys got it. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, full crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, skandasana. Exhale, lunge twist. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, cross under. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, full crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, skandasana. Exhale, lunge twist. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, leg kicks out. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Tadasana. Good, close your eyes. Start to slow down your breath. Tap into the beating of your heart. Notice that pulsation in your chest, maybe in your fingertips or in your throat. And just noticing that and finding some gratitude. All right, from here we're going to take a prayer twist series, little mini series, before coming into our final flow, and then we'll start to cool things down. So from here, inhale, arms come high, hips go back, chair. Weight is in your heels. You should be able to see your toes. Slightly tuck your tailbone under, send it towards the mat, removing the curve from your low spine. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale, twist your right elbow over your left knee. From here, check in with your knees. Make sure they are in line with one another. Left knee tends to creep up in front of your right knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward fold. 2 breaths here. From here, inhale, hips down, hands come high, chair pose. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale, left elbow or right elbow over your left knee. Same thing here, make sure right knee doesn't come in front of your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. 2 breaths. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet. Inhale, rise up, flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, left knee lifts, Hakapada Tadasana. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, full crescent lunge. Find that alignment. Find your engagement. You're almost done. Breath in. Breath out. Coming into your right foot, find eagle on the right leg. So whatever variation that you found before, same thing here. Your left arm's going to come under your right to feel the stretch in your right shoulder. From here, start to bend into your nesting eagle, pulling elbows towards your knees. And then listen carefully to the next few cues. You're going to start to unwrap your left foot if you're in that double wrap. Unwind your leg or your arms. From here, grab the outside of your left foot with your right hand. Start to slowly stand up. From here, left arm's going to come behind you as you start to slowly straighten your left leg. Only as far as what feels comfortable for you. Focusing on this twist, using your core, pressing into your right foot, trying to stay long through that right leg. From here, squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. You're going to release your left foot, but keep it extended. So flex through your quads. From here, we're coming into a modified warrior 3. Left leg is going to swing back. Right arm reaches back. Left arm reaches forward. Find your balance. Inhale, rise back up to Ekapada, nice and slow. Breath in, breath out, Tadasana. 2 breaths here. One more side. Inhale, right leg up, Ekapada. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, full crescent, arms reach high. Find your alignment this side. Inhale, send all of your weight into left leg. Find eagle on the left side. This time right arm comes under left for eagle arms. Really challenging your balance today. Start to come into your nesting eagle, pulling elbows towards your knees. Same thing here, unwind your arms. If you're in that double wrap, pull your foot out from behind your left calf. Then you're grabbing the outside edge of your right foot with your left hand. On a breath in, start to rise up. From here, take your right arm behind you, and then slowly start to lengthen through the right leg. You could always use a strap for this one. And then again, really think about pressing into your left foot, keeping your left leg long. If you feel pretty stable here, maybe take your gaze over your right shoulder. And then really think about squeezing your inner thighs towards one another, keeping your left foot, your right foot extended out in front of you. Release your foot from hand. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And coming into your modified warrior 3, right leg goes back. Try to keep your right leg as straight as you can. Right arm is long, left arm is back. You guys got it. Hips are square towards the mat. Inhale, slowly back to Ekapada. Exhale, Tadasana. 2 breaths here. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands come down, feet go back, send your hips high. Down dog. Few breaths here. From here, inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, right knee towards your right wrist for half pigeon. Come down to come down to your knee and curl your toe. Bring your fingertips a little wider than the width of your mat. Inhale, find length through your spine. And exhale, slowly start to melt all the way down towards the mat. If that is comfortable, you can always stay lifted. You might need a block or a blanket or a pillow under your right sit bones. If this isn't comfortable, we want to just avoid you rolling onto your right side. So hips are square on the mat. And then check in with your left toes. They tend to pin in towards your midline. You want them straight back behind you. Two more breaths here. Next, inhale, bringing your hands under your shoulders. Start to slowly rise up. And then from here, you're going to sit over into your right sit bones. So your right leg is in, left leg is out long. Then using your core, turn your chest towards your left leg and inhale your arms high. As you exhale, melt down towards your left toes. From here, you could use a strap for this stretch as well, but you're trying to draw your right elbow down towards the mat. Inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, make your way back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee towards left wrist, half pigeon. Come down to your knee and curl your toe. Same thing on this side. If you need that blocker blanket underneath your left sit bones, go ahead and do so. Fingertips come a little wider than the width of your mat. Inhale, find length. Then exhale, melt all the way down. Again, checking in with your right toes, making sure they're not turned in and that they're straight back behind you. Two more breaths. Your next inhale, slowly start to rise back up. And then you're going to sit over into your left sit bones. Left foot is in, right leg is long. Then use your core, turn your chest towards your right foot. Inhale, arms reach high. Then exhale, melting down towards those right toes. This time you're trying to draw your left elbow down towards the mat. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Send both legs out nice and wide. Toes are flexed up towards the ceiling, as wide as what is comfortable for you. From here, you're gonna rock left and right a few times, creating that natural lubrication in your hips. When you're feeling ready, you can settle into the center. If you'd like to continue with this movement, that is also an option. You can rest on your forearms. You can find maybe a pillow or something to prop up on. Wherever you are, try to keep toes flexed up towards the ceiling. about 3 more breaths. Your next inhale, start to walk your hands back up towards your sit bones. And then zip your legs together so that your heels are in line with the top of your mat. We'll find just a seated forward fold with legs together. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, melt forward. This time we're looking for length in your spine. So instead of rounding over into this stretch, finding a lot of length throughout the spine, pressing chest forward. Each inhale, maybe grow a little taller. Each exhale, melt forward just a little bit deeper. Inhale, rise back up, and then slowly lower all the way down your spine onto your mat. From here, bend your knees and plant the soles of your feet onto the mat. We're going to find a bridge variation. If you would prefer to just take a normal bridge, and you can, but I've really been loving this variation. It's kind of funky and weird, but I think that it is fun. So if you want to just watch me for a second and then you can get into it, that's fine. But you're going to start to walk your feet kind of as close to your sit bones as you can, and then you're already kind of starting to roll up onto your shoulders like you would in a bridge. From here, my hands are going to touch, and I'm going to reach up towards the ceiling. If it feels more comfortable, you can keep them apart. But I'm reaching my hands up towards the ceiling. I'm going to pop up onto my right toe and squeeze that heel all the way under my glutes. So I'm all the way up on my toe. My right foot is a little bit farther behind my left foot. And then really think about pressing my hips up, squeezing my thighs together, press into your right toes, lift the left leg. From here, you can plant the left foot on top of the right thigh, or you can send the left leg up long. Wherever you are, think about pressing your right knee straight forward, so you really feel a stretch along your right quad and front side of your right hip flexor. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your left foot down to the mat. Press into your left foot to lift your hips. Walk your right foot down and then lower your spine down. Bring your hands down, maybe find hand on heart, hand on belly, and just take a breath here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, you're kind of already up on your shoulders. You're starting to walk your feet back towards your sit bone. Your left foot's going to start to kind of squeeze up behind your glute, all the way up on the left toes. You can kind of adjust from there to find your positioning. Bring your hands up towards the ceiling, palms come to touch, and then really think about pressing your hips forward. Press into your left toes, lift the right foot up off the mat. Again, right foot can just plant on top of left thigh, or you can extend that leg long. Again, I'm thinking about pressing my left knee forward to feel that stretch in the quad and my hip flexor. Breathe here. Your next exhale, slowly lower your right foot down into the mat. Press your hips high to walk your left foot away from you, and then slowly lower your spine down. Bring your hands to rest on belly, or one on belly, one on heart. And just take a breath. From here, we're going to find happy baby. So big toes with your peace fingers are grabbing the outsides or inside arches of your feet. If you don't have that mobility, maybe reaching for calves or backs of your thighs, but you're stacking your ankles on top of your knees, and you're pulling the tops of your thighs down towards the mat. The entire length of your spine should be grounded into the mat, so from your tailbone to your skull. So really think about pressing your tailbone down to the mat. If the entire length of your spine is rooted into the mat, maybe find small movements, rocking left and right. If not, then allow grounding your spine into the mat to be your focus for today. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your feet down to the mat. We'll flow into a supine twist before our final Shavasana. Arms come out to a T. We'll find supine twist with eagle legs. Yes, it is my favorite. So cross right leg over left. You can leave it there to wrap twice, or wrap once, or wrap twice, just like we did in the standing balancing version. From there, bring the left foot down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, drop your legs over to the left. Gaze comes over your right shoulder. Inhale, start to slowly make your way to the center. Exhale, unwind. Same thing on the other side, cross left leg over right, or wrap twice. Right foot comes down to the mat, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, legs come over to the right, gaze comes over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, unwind. Pull your knees into your chest. Take a few small circles on your low back in each direction with your knees. Then pull your knees all the way to your chest. Draw your head up towards your knees. Activate every muscle in your body one last time, from your toes, your core, your fingers, your forehead. Take one final inhale. Exhale, shoot it all out for Shavasana. Tuck shoulders under spine. Allow feet to fall away from each other and fingers to naturally curl towards your palms. Unhinge your jaw. Maybe open it up wide, stretch it out a little bit. Take the tongue from the roof of your mouth and place it behind your teeth. Do a full body scan. Notice any places where you're still holding tension and let them go. Feel that buzzing of energy through your fingertips or your forearms. Maybe anywhere in your body that you're noticing it. That unlocking of energy from all of that work that you just put in, that was a challenging flow, and it was a faster pace than what you're probably used to if you usually take my class. But I hope that you worked up a sweat and that it went by quickly as you got lost in that movement. Starting to just quiet down the mind, not worrying about anything that is going on after this or anything that you have to do tomorrow, not worrying about anything that happened yesterday. Just allowing yourself to be here in this moment without any expectations. Giving yourself full permission to release. Each exhale, feel your body get heavier, sink deeper into your mat. You'll remain here for the next few minutes, but I will call you out when it is time. Yogis, you do not have to move yet. If you are enjoying your Shavasana, you'd like to stay in this resting meditation, then stay right here. Don't move a muscle and take your time making your way out of it. If you are ready to move on with the rest of your day, start to bring small movements into your fingers and your toes, bringing your awareness back to the room and the movement in your body. When you're ready, take your hands overhead, point your feet for a full body stretch, engaging everything for just a moment before you exhale and fully release. From there, taking your time, you're gonna roll to the right side of your body for fetal position. Using right bicep as a pillow, pulling knees about halfway in. Take a moment here to find gratitude for yourself, for making it to your mat today and taking time out of your day to work on not only your body, but your mind and your spirit and the connection of those three things together. when you're ready, using as little effort as possible, slowly come up to a seated position. Keeping eyes closed, bring your hands to heart center. We'll seal practice today with 3 breaths together, each a little bit louder and bigger than the last. We'll first exhale here to unite. Deep breath in. Exhale out. 2 more, just like that. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Last one, draw in as much as you can. And press everything out, let it go. Inhale your thumbs to third eye center, your seat of insight and intuition. As always, it really is my passion to be able to guide you through this movement, so thank you for joining me today or wherever you are, whatever day it is, for this online yoga class. The light and love within me sees and recognizes the light and love within each of you. Namaste. I hope you guys are all feeling really good and refreshed. I hope you got your butt kicked a little bit. Let me know if you like that flow. Let me know if you didn't like that flow. That's okay. It was a little bit different than probably what you're used to from me, but I think it's fun to kind of change things up. If you ever want to work on anything or see anything in a future class, you can always leave it in the comments or send me a message. We do have a Facebook group now. It's Ascent Studio Yoga and Fitness, I think, is what it is. There's no climbing involved, obviously. So we'll be posting updates and stuff in that as far as classes go. But other than that, I hope you guys all have a really good rest of your day. And thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.